Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be going over what happened to these iconic and forgotten Roblox games. Starting off with Pokemon Brick Bronze. Now, for people who don't know what Pokemon Brick Bronze is or was, it was a very popular game released in October 2015, and it was very popular up until its deletion on April 18, 2018, and it was deleted due to Nintendo filing a DMCA claim due to it using the rights of Pokemon and making money off Nintendo's legal property. The creator of the game, Lando64,000, made a statement 3 days after its deletion, which I'll put on screen now. After its deletion, a lot of people were sad and even blamed the Roblox user known as Taymaster for the deletion and started to use the hashtag #BlameTaymaster due to Taymaster tweeting a picture of them emailing Nintendo about the Pokemon Go game, which were also popular at the time, and people even sent Taymaster death threats. I mean, if you're doing that, that's honestly fucking disgusting. Like, don't do that because of the game. But even to this day, there are still re-uploads of Pokemon Brick Bronze, but it's now officially rebranded as a game you might know, known as Lumion Legacy. Next up on the list is Assassin. Now, Assassin is a murder mystery game based around killing your targets that you were set. But over the last few years, it's really declined in its popularity, and despite having over 2 million favourites and 800,000 likes, it barely averages 100 players anymore. So, what happened to Assassin? In its prime, it would be on the front page of Roblox averaging over like 3,000 players, and YouTubers like Pope, Seedend, and Tofu would play it. But people stopped playing it mostly just due to it getting repetitive and boring. And with its competitor Murder Mystery doing a lot better, people just kind of forgot about Assassin and it slowly started declining in players. And another reason why people stopped playing it is just because they barely made any updates. But the only thing they ever really updated was the lobby that you waited in before you went into the actual game. Next up is Death Run, a competitive obby game where you would go through an obstacle course. Once you reach the end, you would try to kill the person controlling the obstacles. But despite having over 700,000 likes, it still only averages 100 players. So what happened to Roblox Death Run? In 2023, Death Run was bought out by a company called GameFam, and it was announced that updates would stop and would be discontinued so people stopped playing it over time. And it slowly started to decline, like what happened with Assassin. Roblox High School 1 was a role-play game that was popular from 2015 to 2017 and was created in 2009, and in its peak was averaging, I want to say, about 1,000 players, maybe more, but now it barely averages 70 players despite having over 700,000 likes. So how does such an iconic and a popular game die? The answer to this is quite simple. Three main reasons, or four technically. Roblox High School number 2 coming out, people just growing up and moving on from that kind of game, the lack of updates, and people reporting the toxic nature of other players in the game. So all this stuff that was led to the servers of Roblox High School number 1 being shut down on May 30th, 2024, but it was only temporarily as they started to work on the game again, fix it, and it was brought back on July the 3rd, 2024, only a month and 3 days after the deletion, or a month and 4 days after the shutdown of the server originally, due to the high demand of it being brought back due to how much nostalgia people got from the game. So, yeah, Roblox High School 1 shut down for a while and came back on July the 3rd. Catalog Heaven is a game where people can try on items before purchasing them in the Roblox store. So, like, basically, let's say you wanted to buy a hat, you could go on Catalog Heaven, test it first before you bought it, and then if you liked it, you could go purchase it. It was basically like, I don't know, it was just testing stuff before you actually bought it. And it was quite popular in its prime. So, how did a game with 380,000 likes go to only averaging 6 players to this day? Quite a simple answer. The game pretty much stopped working correctly. People noticed that the gears were broken, people kept exploiting the game, people kept hacking apparently in this game, and even toxic people kept forcing people out of banned gears and weapons by using these hacks. And due to no updates, pretty much, Catalog Heavens just slowly died. So basically, to put it into a short sentence, hacking, exploit, and no update ruined a lot of people's childhood game and favourite game. People still mention for a little bit of nostalgia to this day. Flood Escape 1 is a obstacle course slash puzzle game that was created in 2010 by the developer known as Crazy Blocks, and it was pretty much quite popular from its release back in 2010, like we said. So, how did such a nostalgic and popular game off its bat lose its audience, and how did it just die? The answer for this one is quite simple: the Flood Escape 2. So, from Flood Escape 2's release back in 2017, that it pretty much took all the popularity from Flood Escape 1 to the new game, which, due to more features in the game, due to the Flood Escape 1 being outdated, would it featured the better gameplay mechanics in Flood Escape 2, same situation where Flood Escape 1 was outdated, and due to gathering a larger community, which all switched over to the new improved game, pretty much making Flood Escape 1 fade away and die. And despite having over 500,000 likes, it averaged 200 players to this day. So another nostalgic game that pretty much died just due to its sequel. Last but not least, we have Ripple Minigame. Now, Ripple Minigame was created by Ripple back in September 2014, and it was most notably in its prime in 2015 to 2017, mostly due to the egg hunt that kickstarted it in 2015. But now, even with 550,000 likes, it is averaging only 17 players. So how and why did Rifle's minigame fade and die pretty much? Just another quick trigger warning before we get into this part of the video. This does contain some disturbing things, so if you do not want to watch, skip through or click off now, just letting you know. So, why did Ripple Minigames die? Well, the creator of the game, Ripple, permanently quit Roblox and got into some controversy due to bashing his competitor game, Epic Minigames, by just not like just trying to bash them by saying stuff about them. But Epic, the developer of Epic Minigames Discord server, apparently did a lot worse. But that does not excuse what I am about to say next. But and due to a lack of updates, the game Rival Minigame died. But what truly ruined the image of the developer and just the game in itself, Rival, were the accusations made in Rival, which were brought to light or hinted at by a developer known as Maximum ADHD, where people assumed due to Maximum ADHD tweets that Rival was talking to a minor inappropriately. And another accusation, which is light compared to what I've just said, is him being a scammer, scamming his community, I believe. I've just done some research now. So, pretty much, Rival ruined his image after he quit, and his game slowly died. But again, these are all allegedly. I can't say much, but I have just put a trigger warning just in case. Okay, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know if there's any more games that you think are forgotten and I might do a part 2. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this new kind of content I made. I've never really done a Roblox covering video before, but I want to start doing more videos like this. Let me guys know if you liked it down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed or if you want to. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, have a great week, and I am out. Peace.